8 blatantly obvious mistakes car dealers make with car buyers. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Homework Guy channel. Today we're diving into several blatantly obvious mistakes that car dealers make with car buyers, and yet they should definitely know better by now. In fairness, some of these mistakes might actually help you guys get a better deal, and others, maybe not so much. These blatant mistakes are just flat out frustrating. So stick around as the amazing Elizabeth joins me to talk about how to spot these major mistakes and what to do if you see them being made and how to use them against the dealer to your own advantage. Elizabeth, get us started.
Thanks, Kevin. Mistake number 1, overpricing the car up front. Let's start with the all too common one, overpricing the car up front, like on the website. Some dealers assume that you just left your house to head to a car dealership and you haven't done your homework. Yet we live in an age where information is readily available everywhere. More and more people investigate the available deals before they venture out into the shark tank. So there are dealers who are priced their cars far above market value, hoping you'll just think it's the right price, accept it, or negotiate it down to a number that's still very significantly in their favor. Remember when we talked about anchoring in that recent psychology video we did? That's what this mistake is.
This mistake can actually work in your favor if you've done your research. Using resources like Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds, or even RealCarTips.com, you'll find the car's true market value and compare it to the listed price. Then you say to the dealer, "You gotta be kidding me, right? Your number is so far out of line, it's ridiculous." And then you bring your own numbers into the negotiation and just say, "We are much closer to reality starting here."
If they're unwilling to adjust to the evidence that you've just shown them of what a fair price is, it's a clear sign it's time for you to walk away. Overpricing a car up front is a rookie mistake by dealers, and if they stick to it, it's one of the things that you don't have to put up with. Take off. Now, if you want to avoid this situation entirely, so you don't have to waste your time, you can sign up as a texting or email help member on our website. Head to thehomeworkguy.com, open the menu, and click Store. For $49.99, I can assure you the proper asking price. Make sure that your vehicles you're looking at aren't super overpriced.
Mistake number 2, ignoring the customer's budget and then doing the immediate bump. Ever notice how dealers will ask you your budget-related questions and then completely ignore your responses? If you say $350, they'll shoot for $500. They'll try to upsell you on a model that could be thousands over your stated limit, or they'll look for ways to artificially jack up the price of the car that you're on. This mistake often frustrates buyers and can be a deal breaker when it happens, and probably should be. A quick role play of how that might look and sound like.
I'm looking for something in the $25,000 range.
Well, I've got this model right here at $32,000. It is so close, and it's a fantastic car.
$32,000? That's $7,000 out of my range. A good dealer will respect your budget and work with you to find a car that meets your needs without pushing you that far out of your stated budget range. A $25,000 car is in the neighborhood of a $500 a month payment for 60 months, while a $32,000 car is at $640 a month for the same term. $140 a month is a big difference, but the dealer doesn't care that it's more than 20% over your stated budget. If they're constantly ignoring your budget, it might be best to find a dealer who uses those two things in the side of their head for listening.
Mistake number 3, rushing the buyer to make a decision. Dealers sometimes make the mistake of rushing or pushing buyers to make an on-the-spot decision. They'll say things like, "This offer is only good for today," or "We have another customer who's coming in on this car."
Right.
But high-pressure tactics are a tip to you, the buyer, because it's often a sign that the deal is not in your best interest when they're putting pressure on you. If you leave now, this car might be gone by tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me know, but I'm still going to need some time to think it over. A better dealership won't pressure you into making a quick decision. Take your time, review your options, and don't let the pressure push you into a deal that you're not entirely comfortable with.
Rookie dealer mistake number 4, being unprepared for basic questions. There's nothing worse than asking a salesperson a simple question and then you get a blank stare or a vague answer in return. This mistake is especially common with newer salespeople who may not know the ins and outs of every vehicle yet, but it can happen with a seasoned salesman too who's just thinking about their next move or what they want to say next instead of focusing on you. Here's how that might sound.
So does this model have Apple CarPlay?
Let me check on that.
Salesperson can't answer basic questions about the car's features. That's a big red flag. A knowledgeable salesperson makes a huge difference, so don't be afraid to request someone else who's better informed, or do some research beforehand to avoid relying on a salesman for the details that you need.
And you should never rely on a salesman for the details you need.
That's right.
Mistake number 5, underestimating the value of customers' online research. A lot of dealers do this. Many dealers still seem to think that buyers haven't done their homework. They'll throw out inflated prices for their vehicle, assume you don't know your trade-in's value, or offer financing options on the new car that are way above qualified market rates. When you say what you found, they blow it off with the wave of a hand saying, something's wrong with that picture. I wouldn't trust those guys.
Nah.
As if you can trust them. But these days, buyers can research a lot. They have a clue how to shop and are much more informed than ever.
So what's your OTD price on the vehicle that you have online? It's stock number 74169. With so many tools available, like online trade-in estimators, price comparison websites, and my favorite, loan calculators, buyers often know the fair market price of the vehicle before they even step foot in the dealership. Dealers aren't going to fool most people these days with a bunch of BS. If a dealer assumes you're uninformed, use your research to your advantage and make them back down. Pull up those numbers and watch as they realize that you're not going to fall for an overinflated offer.
Mistake number 6, lowballing trade-in offers. Here's a classic mistake. Some dealers try to undercut your trade-in's value by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. They're hoping you haven't checked its real worth. Check this out.
I checked online and my car's trade-in value is about 10 grand.
Well, I'm seeing 7,000 on our end, and it is the best that we can do on it.
Always check your trade-in's value before heading to the dealership. Websites like Kelley Blue Book, CarMax, and Carvana can give you a good estimate. Armed with this info, you'll be better prepared to counter the lowball offers, or if necessary, just go sell your car somewhere else.
Mistake number 7, overloading the buyer with add-ons. Now, this is a big one. Add-on overload, or illegally tying the sale of the vehicle to inferior products. And they're all inferior. Yet, dealers love to pile on the extras, extended warranties, paint protection, VIN etching, theft protection, tire and wheel protection, and so on. While some of these things could be useful to some people, they're often marked up significantly and frankly have little to no real value. This is what that exchange might sound like.
You know, I'm just looking for a straight up deal here. None of that extra fluff.
Well, I just have a few menu items to go over here. Gap insurance, extended warranty, and wheel protection. You know, to protect your investment. It's only an added $75 a month. Very affordable.
Thanks, but I'm going to skip all of those for now. If a dealer keeps pushing extras you don't want or need, just keep saying no. You could always add these later if you really want them. Don't let add-on overload inflate your monthly payment unnecessarily.
Mistake number 8, not being transparent with financing. One of the biggest mistakes dealers make is a lack of transparency in financing, and they could easily do this. Some dealers go to great lengths to hide fees, mark up interest rates, and they fail to properly disclose important terms. This mistake can lead to unpleasant surprises down the line.
I'm going to need a detailed breakdown of the costs, fees, and financing terms. I need to understand each line before I sign anything. If the dealer isn't clear about the loan terms or they can't explain every charge, don't hesitate to walk away. Transparency in financing is key to avoiding extra costs and future headaches.
There you have it, 8 blatant mistakes that idiot car dealers make with their buyers. If you recognize these mistakes early, you'll be in a better position to negotiate and get the deal that you deserve. Remember, it's your money and your choice. Don't let these mistakes trip you up.
If you found this video helpful and you liked our little back and forth that we did, give us a like and subscribe for more car buying advice. And tell us in the comments, have you ever run into any of these dealer mistakes? I bet you did. And what did you say when it happened? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And now, for those of you who want to either buy a new or used car anywhere in the U.S. market, and you want to avoid dealers like the plague who make these sales errors like we discussed today, reach out to us and ask for our direct help. On our website, thehomeworkguy.com, we have several services available to you. If you wish to go it alone with just a little help, get signed up for our text consulting package. It's just $49.99 and I'll stick with you for 30 days. If you want us to take over doing it all for you, read up on our hassle-free car buying service on our website, thehomeworkguy.com, and in the pull-down menu. Not only does it make life very easy for you, but our service leads the industry with the best return on investment average.
You should also be aware that when you use our hassle-free car buying service, Either Liz or I will personally take every intake interview call. You get to talk directly to us, and we are the only show hosts that offer this level of personalized service online.
Thanks to all of you out there in our audience who keep coming back. We greatly appreciate your loyalty. And if you want our direct help and you have any trouble with the website at all, just text me 701-441-3399 and I'll steer you in the right direction.
To all of our longtime subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, home of the only totally hassle-free car buying service, signing off on behalf of the amazing Elizabeth and the entire Hassle-Free Homework Guide team. Thanks for listening.